Hello. Somebody did request a video of a Lich guide where I would tell more about Lich unit and strategies and what you are wanting to do as you play a Lich race. So I decided to make one video and talk about a little bit more about Lich and the units and stuff like that. Maybe the biggest differentiation between human and Lich race is that you have undead units which will die in a battle. If they die, they don't go to hospital as human units do. So that kinda limits the options what you can do in a combat and what kind of units you want to put on your own wall to defend your city and stuff like that. So if we start with the most basic units, where are they? So yeah, as we can see, the Marauder is basically the first unit you get from the Lich army, and it's an undead unit, so as it says, it won't go to hospital if it's injured or killed. It will actually die in any situation when they die in combat. So you have to be careful with these guys. You can't heal them as human can heal their own swordmans and spearmans and stuff like that. So for example, if you would like to use Stalkers, which are the gold tier skeletons or marauders, it is a pretty expensive group to lose. It holds 30 units and each one on level 9 costs 51 rupees. So it's if you lose that 30 unit group, it costs you 1500 rupees, so it's it's insanely expensive. And same goes with the Acolytes. They are really fragile, only 400 HP, and they just die instantly in combat. So again, they are under units. They may be the unit you want to use on your wall if you defend yourself, but you have to remember, if you lose the defending fight, you will lose these guys permanently. They won't go to hospital again. They are undead. So in my opinion, Lich is kind of a little bit harder to play than human. For at least it's what I feel at the moment. And a little bit more under units, the mummy. Uh, I feel like the recent updates have ruined the mummy. Mummy was okay before they removed the skill that you would be able to summon all the summoned troops to be in your actual army after the combat. It was updated, I think, 2 updates ago. Before that, if Mummy would resurrect units in combat, you could pay what's the blue stuff called, elixir or something like that, to actually keep those units in your army after the combat. But they removed the skill, and after that I just felt like the mummy is not worth it. But yeah, this could be the second option you want to maybe use on the wall. But I'm still thinking about whether or not I should just change to human, make some archers, change back to Lich, and use those archers on my wall. I'm not sure about that yet, but it might be a great plan. But okay, let's move on to the important units, which are the scorpions or whatever, and stinger or something like that they are called in this game. Um, I feel like this is the core, the backbone of the Lich army. These guys are not undead. They actually go to hospital when they are killed in the combat. And as you can see, they are really tough ones. Over 30,000 hit points, and they also attack with 20,000 damage. I prefer to use these in the front line of Lich army. They are great in every situation. And also I have sent them on my wall. I'm going to collect them as much as I can and send all those to the wall. So I at the moment have 2 groups. But yeah, these guys are the core of the Lich army. You have to have at least some silver tier groups and some gold tier groups in your army. And then the second important unit in Lich army, which is a spider. Again, this guy is also not undead. So Scorpion and Spider are the 2 units you want to use if you want to uh, be able to heal your units in the hospital. And these guys are insanely strong, as you can see on the stat points. Hit points and attack are really, really high. And the gold tier unit also spawns broodlings, stuff like that. And I feel like the basic uh, formation in a combat is front line full of scorpions and second line full of spiders. And of course heroes in there somewhere between those groups. So that creates an insanely strong Lich army. So yeah, that basically covers it with all the Lich units. And yeah, my wall setup is completely random. There are stuff I have just put there that I don't want to use in my army. And as you can see, a lot of spiders and some scorpions. Even some stalkers. I did have rupees in bank. I didn't want to lose those, and I just made 30 stalkers and put them on my wall. But yeah, of course you want to use also stuff like this in your army, but when using these guys you just have to be really careful. For example, if you attack to strong player city and you lose the attack, if you use warlocks in the combat you will lose them permanently, and also the siege weapons and stuff like that. So you have to be sure that you are going to win and your warlocks are not going to take any damage when you play like that. And yeah, these warlocks are insanely strong doing damage. uh, they are great for looting resources from empty cities and stuff like that, but you have to be really careful with every undead units that are undead actually. And you want to be sure that you are not going to lose the battle completely, because then you will be taking a huge loss in resource and building them and stuff like that. Those all cost so much resources, so you really have to be careful with those guys. I only have one Lich hero, but as we can see, the heroes can actually improve the Lich playing a lot, because skills like Fearsome Aura are so awesome. Lich units um, don't have morale, they don't run away. So the Aura reduce all the morale on the battlefield. And of course, when playing as Lich against human or dwarf, this is awesome skill. I don't know what other skills and heroes there are available for Lich, because I haven't seen them, and they are currently not available to gain in the game, because the rank system is still coming soon stage, and we don't actually know when they will be releasing more heroes through the rank system. So until then, I don't know what other heroes and what other skills Lich heroes can have. But yeah, if you are planning to play Lich, remember to use a lot of scorpions, a lot of spiders. Avoid using too many under units. One thing that's really great and I've been doing, if I have too much money and I want to spend it on something, I just make marauders on bronze tier, and when huge fight happens, I can just spam the battlefield with my marauders that are basically free. I have paid only money from them, and they are actually pretty good if you deploy 200 marauders on the battlefield and your heroes. You can actually cause some damage to even higher level players and their main army, and you will only lose some pretty cheap under units, so it doesn't matter that much. And of course, if you are playing the humans and you are outside your own land, you will anyway lose some units. It's not like it's 100% on outside your own land. So the Mordor as undead is maybe great as offensive unit on using on other players' lands, because you will anyway lose units there if you play dwarf or human anyways. So yeah, that basically wraps it up. Um, Maybe we get something new from the Lich when the Guardian is released. It's supposed to be some kind of huge ass monster. It actually is in the game as a boss on some levels and some areas, and it looks like it's awesome super unit. So let's see what it costs and stuff like that when it's released. But yeah, that's for it now, and thank you for watching. Bye.